Hello gamers, Agafor here with 30 more tips, this time for the newly released 0.52. This video was slightly delayed, and while I like a good flirt with you guys before a video, I'm not about to delay it further. Tips time. It's not you, it's me. You can make a craftable knife by looking at this texture, gathering a small stone from it, putting the small stone in your hands, and pointing at the same texture again. This knife can be used like any other knife in DayZ standalone. You can open cans with it, skin animals and humans, and even suicide on the beach with it if you want to. That's right, suicide is now in DayZ. You can suicide with a knife, any gun, a pen, and even a can opener by pressing F11 followed by the left mouse button. Be aware that bullets travel through players, so standing next to someone suiciding with a gun means you're probably going to have a bad day too. Gunshots, for the most part, can be heard now finally, and suppressors are back and working nicely. The three different types of suppressor are NATO, East, and the pistol suppressor. Here is a silenced AUG, and here is a silenced AK-101. You can now make gardening plots almost anywhere in DayZ using a farming hoe, shovel, and now a pickaxe. You can find pumpkin, pepper, and tomato seeds in industrial locations, but you can also cut open these free to get seeds with a knife. The rain will now water your plants as soon as you plant them if it's raining. You can now get ashwood sticks without an axe. Simply equip a knife variant and search ashwood trees to gather them. The medieval sword has been added and spawns exclusively at castles. It does about the same amount of damage as a splitting axe and has a very high chance to cause bleeding. The meat cleaver and hunting knife are in and is able to cut down bushes, skin animals, and do everything else a knife can do. They're pretty poor as a weapon, however. The 3-part prison uniform, many coloured bomber jackets, and a variety of very pretty dresses have been added. These new clothing items are best found in house blocks. The Smash Vest now spawns at both types of helicopter crash site instead of just the MI8 helicopter crash site, reducing their rarity by half. A lot of actions in this patch may take several attempts to work. Cancel the action and try again. In addition to the ghillie top, bush rag, hood, and weapon wrap, a ghillie suit variant has been added. It requires 4 netting, 10 burlap strips, and takes up your backpack slot like the top or bush rag. To get in the V3S, you will need to open the door now, and the V3S spawns in 5 places instead of just 3, but can spawn in 70 different locations, up from 21. Most of these locations are on the west side of the map between Zelengorsk and Vyvol, with Zelengorsk being the best location. No more fresh spawns trying to run me over on the northwest airfield. The V3S has a much better looking interior now, comes in orange and blue, and you can turn the engine and lights off or on from the inside. Any item you have in your hands that cannot fit in your inventory will magically disappear when entering the V3S, including double carried guns and jerry cans. You can now place any scope in your hands and use it as if it was attached to a gun. Finally, this works. The medic or mash tent at the Northwest Airfield and Mishkino military camp can heal you of your fractures instantly, but only your fractures. Fireplaces no longer instantly turn you hot when you stand next to them. You gain around 0.1 Celsius every 10 seconds now. You'll now get guts when you skin animals. These guts can be used as rope to craft improvised backpacks and other items that require rope to craft. Guts can be gathered from fish too, but there is no way to cook them yet, and eating them has a high chance of causing light sickness. Guts, when first cut out of an animal, are red to indicate that they are warm, making guts work much like a heat pack does, heating up your character while in your inventory. However, guts never deteriorate and can be reheated on campfires, meaning they are much better than heat packs for now. You can now punch people with anything that you can place in your hands. It looks like most of these items do the same amount of shock damage as your fists, however. By pressing F4 now, you will make a heart animation. With your fists up, however, you will make a middle finger animation. This tip may just save your life or help you end it faster. Compasses have finally sobered up and are now working like they were in previous patches.
Bonus tap!
Killing a zombie among these rocks at Pavlovo military base will cause them to do all kinds of funky fun stuff. I believe that 0.52 took most of us by surprise. The new features and bug fixes of this patch make it much more enjoyable than the unstable 0.51 patch. While 0.52 does have its problems and suffered a shaky launch, it gave us a glimpse of how dedicated the developers of DayZ really are. They are constantly getting abuse from self-entitled community members, yet they hammer on without restraint to tackle the problems that have slipped through the net. It's truly inspiring. Thank you for watching. I will be back on January 4th, and I will see you in the next video.